And needle nose pliers certainly would be a better option than my handy fat tool. And I'm just going to get a hold of that can before I do anything else. That way I have a nice, good, strong grip on it. Just going to pick this up, give it one little tap. I drop the can. Damn it. I have this very special slippery extra fish slippery can. Your can won't do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha.
Evil cat.
Give it a little shake. Get them all off. Cover it up. Turn this over because remember it has holes in it. And just set it to the side. Don't worry about those bees. They're fine. And I'm very, very carefully just going to slide her over. Give her a little shake. Just a little baby shake. Keep that covered. So here's her cage. When I was talking about when you release her manually, this little screen is just stapled on there. So there's a very fancy baby cork in here. If you want to pull the cork out, you need a very sharp tool. Oh wow, my queen is marked.
Oh, it is?
Nice.
So I have no idea if all of your queens are marked.
What does that mean?
She has so breeders will mark the queens based by year. This year is red. She has a little tiny red dot on her back, on her thorax.
Oh, neat.
So that's very interesting. That's exciting.
How long will the dot last?
As long as she lives, generally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a super hard exoskeleton, and her thorax right there is impermeable.
Oh,
And so they just, it's like a little tiny bit of paint.
On your mouth?
okay.
And she doesn't do much but hang out and lay eggs. So she's not like rubbing it down too much. And it should stay there the way she is. So here she is. Wonderful, lovely, beautiful queen. And she's alive. And I'm not going to give her to you because she would get too cold too fast. But she's in there. I've said hello. I know she's there. I don't worry about the bees that are on there. It's all good. I'm going to take the rest of them. Just move them out of the way. It's easier to pick up now that big can is gone. And again, I want to make sure that this screen is away from the frame so she doesn't get pinched. One cool thing that they make these little metal things is you can kind of do a double hold if you turn it so that it's perpendicular. And I'll probably face her in. Because you just get it behind a rubber band, and then you can just fold that little metal tab right over. And she's pretty secure in there.
So the screen is facing?
No.
Oh,
The screen is not facing the foundation. So
Right,
not
okay.
facing this way, not facing this way. She's parallel so that they can come up to her and feed her and say, "What's up?" and make sure that they love her before we let her out. And she's totally good, and I'm just going to tuck her right back in. What's good about this is, when you go to put your queen in, you'll be like, "Oh yeah, she's right there." Because you can see the rubber band, you can see the little tab, you can see everything. So this is the exciting part, is they're warm. Yes, I forgot the lids off. Is I'm going to just give them, again, a little tap. Take off my cover, there's a bunch of bees. Of course, they're stuck to the claw. And I am literally going to dump them in.
Literally.
And they come out in some clumps. And I want to get them as close to the queen as I can. And once I have a fairly good amount kind of out and they're spread out again, I'll give them a pretty solid one because those are the ones that don't really want to come out. And basically, get as many as you can out. And I know it's ridiculous that you see me literally shaking my bees. And these ones I'm just going to set here right by the entrance. And that way they'll get the picture.
Get out, stay
And they're all in there. And I'm going to tilt this up real quick so you can see what they're doing.
What are they doing?
They're in a clump. They're already coming to see her. That's what you want. They're kind of all just chilling, running around. But they're doing good. They're all fine. And I just want to make sure, again, that I get all of my frames. Very important. All of your frames. And just nice and gently set them back in.
Hold still, buddy.
And these ones, you don't want to squish any with the frame, so just give him a wiggle, a little wiggle jiggle. Oh, you can just brush it off. He's got to be on his forehead. I know. Yeah, there you go. And then again, I want to remember about my spacing. So I get them nice and spaced evenly. Because that is the #1 issue that most people introducing packages have, is they leave too big of a gap somewhere. And then you get weird comb, it's all crazy. So if I have like, you know, a few stragglers, I'll do my best, kind of get them in. Let's see, there's still quite a few in here. I'm going to give them one more tap.
Trying again?
It's a bee aquarium.
It's a concentration event.
Wow. And you can, if you don't have the handy dandy stand,
There's another bee on me, darn it.
you can actually just put this right in front, which is, my package was helping me. You would just set it in front if they're on something where there's nowhere to put it. And you can hear they're humming, you know, and mostly what they're doing is the ones in here, they're fanning off pheromones, and they're saying, look at this pile of bees, here we are, the queen is here. And what we want to do is concentrate that pheromone in front, so all the ones that are in the air catch the scent and cozy right in with them. So take your inner cover, and you're just going to very gently give them a little warning, kind of a little nudge, and shake them down. Get that all nice and square. For you know,
When are you going to use this?
I would put bigger holes in this, or I would just open this with a can and put it in the syrup container. And I'm going to put this just right over the hole. Get beads in my drink. That's more people get stung that way than you know. And I hear, oh, there was a bee in my soda all the time. Bees like sugar, so. And again, just give them a chance to get out of the way. The bees are a super colony. They believe one for the many. If you have to squish a bee to save the rest, by all means, please do it. If you get a bee in your pants, just squish it. Don't try to take your pants off. Because most likely, they'll sting you anyways, and they will die anyways, and you got stung. So really, somebody got stung.
So will the ones in the box figure it out, or are they just?
The ones in the box will figure it out. Yes. Aw, of course, the littlest of us, right? So as you'll see, they